Little small, like, 9-year-old Miguel was an absolute Chad. Then I moved to Texas, where it was too hot to go outside, so I became a gamer and got fat. Anyways, there was a new kid on the block in PC gaming at this time. It was around 2014, and this game was Unturned. And that was the first real game I ever really got into. Minecraft doesn't count because Minecraft is a fake game. This rant about my love for an old, not even Steam game if I remember correctly, does not mean that I like it more than modern day Unturned. There's a lot of issues that old Unturned has, and we'll get into those. But just keep in mind, old Unturned is not a better game than modern Unturned. Bank tomato! Moldy bank tomato. Moldy food is what happened before they gave food percentages, and they are very common in the Unturned world. In fact, I assume that they're the main source of food for everybody in this world, and I also assume they're superfruits, because whenever you play this game, you can break your legs without causing yourself any injury. Now that might seem self-contradictory, but you can just fall off of a gaping hole and break your legs, but inflict no damage, because what even is this game? While you're falling backwards down the gaping hole, you might have looked at this. This is what you call a ladder. In modern Unturned, these things are really, really broken. In fact, there's an entire update designed to solely fix them. You're supposed to walk backwards down ladders to get down them, and you'll just kind of attach and climb down. But you'll notice that there's a gaping hole right behind the ladder, and you see the issue with this is you will sometimes overshoot the ladder and fall down the hole. Now, in New Unturned, they fixed this by just letting you manually click F onto the ladder and it'll attach you onto it. But in Old Unturned, they fixed this by not having that issue. Yeah, no, Old Unturned just doesn't have this issue. Ladders work like a charm. I don't know how they broke this in New Unturned, but they work like a charm in Old Unturned. Ladders were great in Old Unturned. Almost as great as these zombie designs. Honestly, I think the zombies of Old Unturned were a lot scarier than modern Unturned. Their figures, their clothing gets more disheveled, they just look overall more uncanny. And of course their scariness is immediately undermined by the fact they run like this. That guy is Naruto running. That is so funny. Also, when they fall over, there is no animation. Like, these guys will truck a 50-mile-per-hour car to the face and have the audacity to just go. I cannot take this seriously. This is so funny to me. Oh, it's so good. And while you're driving this car, you might start to realize something. Modern Unturned is so dry. Cars got no drip, no speed, and no skill attached to their driving. Old Unturned cars got drip, they got skill, and they got those speeds. Okay, actually, I don't really know if driving is really that different from modern and Old Unturned. All I know is that it feels a lot better in Old Unturned, and also these cars look hecka cool, and also, the cars don't bounce in Old Unturned. That's right, if you've ever played New Unturned, you will know that the cars bounce for some reason. I don't know why they do that, and it concerns me and scares me. Cars aren't the only thing that move fast in OU. You see, back in OU, you could sprint while swimming. Which I guess was just like moving your arms faster. I don't really understand how it works, but yeah, you could just go super fast. Your character was just Built Dif in this game. You know what's also Built Dif? Pistols. You can put a scope on them. That's really it. I just find it really funny that you're able to put a scope on a gun, and that will never not be hilarious. Honestly, the whole world of gun attachments in Old Unturned was so wacky new. Like, you had to choose between putting a grip on it or a tack light.
Now that's what I call
Nick Bolton. You know what's also military tough, Nick Bolton? Bayonets. End of sentence. I just love bayonets. I think they're neat, and they need to come back because bayonets are cool. You know what I also want back? These descriptions. I love them. They're just a complete crap post. What comedic genius described canned soup as just a well-preserved tomato liquid? That's hilarious. And also some of the naming of Old Unturned stuff is just, glorious. You want to know what they named the mag for the French bolt action? The Bonjour clip. The racism is just fantastic. There's this certain low quality charm that I think old Unturned has that modern Unturned is just not able to achieve. Not to say that modern Unturned isn't charming, it really is, and I love the game to death, but there's just a certain twinge of nostalgia that I just love about Unturned. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that guns do less damage than a bat. Don't ask me how that works, but yeah. Like, taking an axe to the face does more damage than taking a bullet to the head. I don't know. Don't ask me how that works. It just does somehow. I guess you're stronger than a bullet. Maybe it's the art style, which I absolutely adore, and the old map, which I think is frankly just the better PEI map. Don't at me, because I don't have Twitter. But you know who does? The guy editing this video. Go check him out in the description below. That's how I pay him, so please go do that. While you're emptying your mag on a zombie, you will at some point need to reload it, probably after the first zombie. But to do that, you will have to bend over and pick it up off the ground, because anytime you remove the clip, you just drop it on the floor. The number one killer in this game is arthritis and back pain. Because why not? Once you pick the mag up and put it in your crafting slot, which requires you to grab it from your inventory, move it over to the crafting bench, place it down, go back over, grab the military ammo, pull it all the way back over, put it back in, and then press craft. But if you put 2 cases of ammo in, trying to refill 1 magazine, it will consume both ammo cases. That's right, it will just eat up an entire case of bullets. I don't know how it does that, but it does, and it's very annoying. Also, this 4x4 crafting grid is so annoying when you're trying to build a base, because you have to go through so many complex and not at all connected formulas for crafting, and it's really annoying, and don't ever try and do it. It is awful. Also, old Unturned is just so much harder than modern Unturned. You got the crawling zombies even on easy mode, you got moldy food everywhere, you start off with only 4 places to put items and each item only fills up 1 spot. Also, there's a weight limit for some reason, so you might not have all of your slots filled up, but you can't carry it because it's too heavy. It's so annoying. And the only way to extend your inventory space is to get backpacks that are super rare and super annoying to get. And with the crafting taking up multiple slots at once, this game is so annoying to deal with inventory management, and it genuinely wants to make me cry. And mostly for that inventory issue, which is both neat and infuriating, it's time to go back to modern Unturned, because modern Unturned is frankly, it's just a better game. But there's still something I love about old Unturned. I think it's the way the zombies die. The fact that they don't have any death animation is really funny to me. That's right, Little Miguel wasn't a gamer. If you asked me anything about the late 2000s or early 2010s, I will not know them. I was doing things like going outside and looking at dead raccoons, so I don't know. I was too busy trying to figure out how people kept putting the sofa seat inside of the alcove in the woods behind my house. I knew it was the teenagers, because it was the teenage hangout spot, but I never really figured out how they got the couches down there. Yeah, it was just kind of weird, honestly. I don't know how they got down there. It wasn't any of the neighborhood kids, because I knew all of them, so, yeah, if anybody just happened to throw some love seats down the side of a big cliff, and lived in Washington State in the years post-2005, tell me. I'd be really interested to know.